throw from Kenya is 2-1 in their favor. Wonderful shot.
A hard-fought victory there. Indeed. John, thanks for cheering the Northern Wolves all the way from Ireland.
In the purple and yellow, you have the Gladiators versus the Portland Reavers, both in red, so it's going to be a little bit difficult from where we're at to decipher who is who, but it's looking like a close round up there at the moment.
3 marshals in the list there, watching the action closely.
And they'll call us stop fight.
Well, let's see as they separate these fighters if we can find a way to distinguish. It looks to see.
Yeah, we have over 400 competitors from, like I said, all of the United States and from international. So we appreciate all those fighters coming out and supporting the sport.
It looks like the Reavers may be up in the purple and red list, but we've got action starting down here between the Executioners and Kenyas. That first round was pretty tight. Executioners are going to have to get an early lead if they're going to hope to take it to a third round.
Yeah. Kenyas is definitely a very grindy team. They have a lot of endurance. Execution is the same.
Field awareness is a major thing. Oh, taking that axe a little bit too low and able to break that head back.
That Cerberus fighter working hard to get that other fighter down. March is watching 2-on-1 at the bottom of the list.
A nice seatbelt takedown from Pegasus.
All right, Steel Company and Portland Reavers start. Looks like the Reavers got an early takedown, have the advantage, 5-4. Another trade, it looks like, potentially.
It looks like 3 trades in a row, a couple suicides.
They sat down another Steel
Marshall
Company.
sitting
I think
down
he made too long of a three-point of contact on that throw. It is now 2-on-1 in favor of the Reavers.
Yeah, when taking an offensive throw, you are allowed to have 3 points of contact, but it cannot be, supporting the weight, but it has to be kind of a touch and go. Yeah. In the motion of continuing and finishing.
You can't just stay there for all day.
You can't just stay there, absolutely. Yeah. I saw another sat down earlier on the Cincinnati team, where you are allowed to touch the other fighters who are on the ground, but when they are taking the weight and kind of holding you up, that is when you have yourself a takedown.
Yep, exactly.
It is just McCall's, and these marshals have been doing a great job this weekend. But when a marshal sats you, you're sat, and you see a lot of fighters. They may know if they've had 3 points of contact, but if the marshal isn't sitting you, you got to keep fighting. I've seen a couple fighters go like, "Oh, I was down," but they weren't called down.
Yep.
And you're able to find which teams are local to you and help you get engaged and be part of the sport. So,
Reavers and Steel Company taking the second round, going out their fights. Looks like breaking down grapple. Reavers getting a good takedown. They are in the red, Steel Company in the green. Advantage to them. Oh, another good takedown from the Reavers.
Reavers fighting out of Portland. Oh, I love that hard Aventail.
Portland, Maine, correct? Not Portland.
Oh, Portland, Portland, Maine. Yes, that's the second fudge I've had. Now, I should have prefaced this when I first got on. I'm an idiot, and I usually, we try our best, but have a little bit of a fudge. Now, right. Red and blue starting here. The red.
Still 5-4 Australia.
We're trying to cross through. Up at the top, you see a fighter in white going down.
Looks like one of the Aussies lost a weapon, but he's trying to reclaim one. A trade in the near side.
If you lose a weapon, you cannot take offensive actions unless you have a sidearm or a hand on your sidearm. Oh, actually, great use of the Australian fighter being able to just straight his hand out and switch hands with his weapons, keep one hand free to be able to grapple with. Great heads-up play by him.
3-2 to the Aussies.
Aussie with a big shot to the thigh and to the side of the hip.
A trade, now it's 2-1.
The Warpick trying to get a hand on his sidearm, pull it out. Aussie's willing to take advantage of the situation.
And a knee.
And they do, and Warpick takes a knee down. Cincinnati taking it into, excuse me, not Cincinnati, Berserkers taking it into down there in the red and blue list.
Back up to purple and yellow. Berserkers and Rat Pack still fighting it out. Looks like the Berserkers Cincinnati are up right now, but they just lost one fighter. To make it 3-3 even.
Now, I said this earlier, and I'll say it again. With two lists going down and happening at the same time, we're trying to give you the best coverage we can, and with new fighters and some new teams, trying to make sure we get everyone clear. And for sure, with the I did make a fudge with Cincinnati and the Berserkers. It's actually Cincinnati Barbarians. So that was my apologies. Since the Barbarians are fighting out of Cincinnati and not the Berserkers. Greg Waters, thanks for joining in here from Nebraska. Let us know in the comments, YouTube and Facebook. Let us know where you're watching in from. Let us know if you're a fighter, if you're watching, helping support your own team and weren't able to come this weekend. If you're looking, trying to get into the events and get into your own team. If fighter yourself, let us know where you're watching, who you're supporting. And the yellow and purple list, we have ourselves a one-on-one for the final. We'll see which team is going to be able to pull through. A lot of pressure. And fighters moving to the rail to see where they're more comfortable. And we have ourselves a final. Both teams trying to take advantage of the numbers. Bottom of the list, you see two one-on-ones. What they need to be doing there is hopefully trying to move around to try to get a 2-on-1 at the bottom of the list and not just separate to two 2v1s. Or the Pegasus popping off and trying to help their teammate with a takedown. Or the Pegasus getting a takedown and trading into another one. Or the Pegasus up 4 versus 3. And we have Rat Pack and the Portland Reavers starting their fight. Rat Pack and taking a quick and decisive victory at a 3v1 and fighting to stop. Rat Pack taking the victory over the Portland Reavers. Rat Pack in the white, Portland Reavers having fights go into the third round and sustain that type of ferocity and competitive aggression later on in the day. And in the yellow and purple list, we have starting out for round 3. Already a lot of good activity coming out at the bottom of the list. Portland Reavers with a quick takedown. Portland Reavers up 4v5 with a Rat Pack with a nice arm drag takedown, evening out the numbers in a 4v4. And just one after another. Portland coming in with a 4v3. Rat Pack's got to take a quick. Oh, and another trade, evening out the numbers once more on a 2v2. Rat Pack trying to get a head rip. Coming down to the wire. Not able to maintain good head control. Marshall's checking in, making sure it will still fight, making sure the fighter's still up, not trying to go down. And the red and blue list, we have a start of round 2 for Pegasus, and we're still coming. The purple and yellow list, they are both teams grinding. Rat Pack and Portland Reavers grinding it out. Hopefully one of them can take one of them down, and you got yourselves a 2v1. We're going to see if we're going to end up with another one-on-one. Or to the Pegasus in the red and blue list with advantageous numbers. And a 4-on-3, a couple of trades. And we have ourselves what looks like a possible 3-on-1, and it is, and they've stopped the fight on a 3v1. Back to the yellow and purple list. Continuing that grind. In the position they're in, this is a tough position to be. The Portland Reavers trying to maintain pressure on the Rat Pack fighter. Great use of the other right back fighter to helping release that pressure and have the right back fighter stand back up. And a big trade. And right back takes the victory. Oh, the right back fighter being able to take both of the Reavers down. Right back clinching the victory as the last man standing. There might be some deliberation with the marshals, but right back.
East Coast to face each other again.
Yeah, I said they're very familiar with each other, know by names, and they have fought with each other just as much as against each other. So it would be definitely, I think, a very dynamic fight.
It's interesting to see the number of teams within a given state. It used to be that there were, 2 conglomeration teams, East Coast and West Coast,
yeah.
and 3 Northeast, Southeast, and West Coast, and now there are 2, 3, 4 teams within one state.
Yeah. We had I think almost 40 teams register with the wait list as well. When the sign up actually started.
One Tidewater down, another.
Reavers making quick
Reaver
work.
down. Looks like 4-2.
Ooh, big shot in the side there to the Tidewater dog. It's like
and a trade.
Trade
I think
there.
that's going to make it 3-1 in favor of the
right.
Reavers.
Ordo versus War Pigs in the red and blue. War Pigs have the advantage. Both teams wearing black tabards with stripes and colors, so it's hard to determine.
That Ordo fighter with the burgundy mantle making great footwork up there, dodging lots of those axe shots.
Ooh, big shot there at the bottom, Melissa. Another trade.
That shot wasn't dodged. Looks like it's 3-2 in favor of War Pigs. Ordo can still come
Big
back.
shots coming in. Ordo trying to get the advantage, trying to equal it up. Looks like he might.
That's a 2-1.
That's a trade.
And we'll see how the marshals call this. It may be a 1-1.
That's a 2-0 in favor of War Pigs.
Okay, there it is. What a great day of fighting so far.
Oh yeah. Plenty of fights.
It looks like Tidewater and the Reavers are still going at it.
Their second round there.
Are they sitting someone down?
Looks like one fighter's trying to go down, trying to push him down. Ordo and War Pigs resetting.
I cannot see where those shots are landing, but it cannot
be nice. Yeah.
Working for the takedown on Tidewater, still standing firm. And trip, and that's the fight.
We've been seeing it all day, people falling over bodies.
The first round going to the Reavers.
Shots coming in, trying to get that throw. Them teaming up, trying to 2-on-1 that War Pig, trying to push him out of the list. Big shots coming in from those 1,000 shots.
Just kind of being shrugged off. Ordo dropped a weapon, so it's 2-2 for the moment.
See if War Pigs can capitalize. Ordo's grabbed his two-handed, now coming back into the fight. Ooh, one more pig down, 3-on-1 in favor of Ordo. This will go to a round 3. Beautiful work.
The Reavers still working hard on Tidewater in the purple and yellow list. Looks like Reavers have the advantage.
Now, again, said both teams fight very, very similar, and we'll see who can capitalize on the next fight. But as the Tidewater and Reavers going at it, looks like they're all pumped up in the corner there. One Reaver fighter in the open, able to throw some shield punches and strikes onto the wrapped up Tidewater dogs. See if they can take advantage of that. Both teams working hard. Oh, looks like one goes down, and it'll be a 3-1 in favor of the Reavers.
And I was told Abelios actually means waffle.
That's what I was told.
I was a little confused. Someone made the joke because you have Ordo Draconis and Ordo Abelios, and then waffle. I said, yeah, it's waffle. I said, delicious. Purple and yellow lists. A couple of fighters already down.
Looks like it was a trade, it seems. 4-4. Lots of pressure on those fighters up top.
A couple fighters stuck in the corner and taking one of them down. And is trying to force her down, losing pressure. Now the Ordo Abelios fighter has to go and grab a new weapon. Right back to the other side of the list, unable to take offensive actions. But Peck is just pinning her up against the blue side.
Not a good spot for Abelios. Up in the purple and yellow list, Bastion wailing away.
Big hits, one after another.
Wailing away on the
overhead
Reavers in the
axe
corner.
strikes.
One Reaver down. Seems to be another Reaver down in another section of the list. Maybe the marshals are calling. What are they calling?
They have a stop fight.
Well, it's
Possibly for some clarification, one of them might be sat. And we're running to a time limit on the red and blue list.